Hey guys, what's going on? It's Jordan. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for stopping by. So I did a giveaway a little while ago for a Snaptain SP510. I got another little cheap Snaptain drone. So B&H has been throwing out some hitters with some inexpensive drone stuff. This one's 720p, so we're gonna go ahead and do an unboxing on this. I just got this in the mail the other day, so let's go ahead and throw this guy on the table. I need a knife. All right. Hopefully this is all in focus. I'm using the Canon Rebel T7 as my overhead right now. So this is the Snaptain A10 4-axis mini foldable drone. So this one, I can't imagine is gonna be much better than the other one that I reviewed. That one wasn't terrible. I will say that, I mean, as far as like an inexpensive Wi-Fi drone goes, I don't think it was worth the original price, but if you can find it on deal as like a Christmas gift or something for somebody, I think it's more than well worth it. So we're gonna be doing another giveaway with this guy too. So, all right. This was produced in December of 2020. All right, so let's see what we get here. So we get a little miniature. Now, there's a thing for an activation. I was kind of expecting this to be actually a little bit bigger than it is. So, the camera on this is absolutely tiny. I don't know if you guys can really see that. It's this big. Like, I mean, I knew it was gonna be small, but I didn't think it was gonna be this small. Like, this is one of those drones that you get and you just like fly it indoors type of thing. So you get 2 batteries and a controller. So the controller, I'm assuming this takes like double A's or something. The controller on this is kind of like a game, like a crappy like knockoff 360 controller. You got speed on the top left with a camera button, a video button, and then you have a 3D flip. So apparently this can like do 3D flips and stuff. Let's see, you have a headless mode, takeoff and landing. I'm assuming that the button to the left is going to be a like point of view. Not really sure what this other one on here is. And then there's a couple of other buttons on the right hand side, which is forward, back, left, and right. Power button and a what looks like a light button. So I'm assuming that this may also have lights on it. So very tiny batteries, 3.7 volt, 380 milliamp hour, 1.4 watt hours. And I'm assuming that these guys go in like this and then just kind of slide into place. There's like a little tab on the bottom of the drone here. As you can see, this guy. So that right there releases the battery. Not exactly sure how you're supposed to get that out. I guess you maybe have to like dig your fingernail underneath it and pull it. Man, that's kind of a pain. I don't like that. It makes me feel like you're gonna rip the little clip off. All right, so same thing, we get a free warranty. You get probably some extra little goodies if you wanna like join their loyalty program. You get a giant user manual in French, English, and Espanol, okay? All right, let's see what we got here. So we got in the front of the drone, you got the camera, the head, the propellers, an LED indicator. So there's these two little lights right here. Those are LED indicators. There's also some on the sides and on the back. So like I mentioned, on the top of the remote, there's a speed button, photo button, video, and 3D flip. So, or 360 flip. So if you press this short speed, it basically increases or decreases the speed, and a long press is an emergency stop. All right, let me see what these buttons are real quick. All right, so 7 is high speed rotation. So I don't know if you guys can see this overhead shot. So that's high speed rotation. Circle fly, which I'm guessing is a point of interest. 1 key takeoff landing. And headless mode. And 1 key return is a long press. And then yeah, this is for your LED indicators. And then you can trim the drone with this. So you do get a charging cable, some propeller guards, some extra props, some extra screws, and a screwdriver. So nothing really crazy with that. This does take 3 AAAs, batteries not included. And I'm assuming that you probably have to also download the Snaptain drone app for this guy as well. So some pretty crazy ways to calibrate this. So you have to calibrate it pretty much. It's the same way with the other drone where you had to like push the stick forward and then pull the stick down to get it to like sync to the controller to the drone. This is the same way. Nothing too crazy. Then you basically have to calibrate the drone. You can do the 1 key takeoff, or you can basically do it just like any other drone where you like push the sticks in and then it starts the motors. 2 options to take off. You can hit the button, or you can obviously just use the stick. Other than that, nothing really else crazy on here. When you do use the speed button, you'll hear 2 beeps for medium, 3 beeps for high. And then obviously headless mode, 360 flip. So if you wanted to like 360 flip this guy, this will be like that, and like a kind of circular. So circle fly is kind of like a point of interest, although from what I can see in the diagram in the booklet is that it just kind of like does a circle. It doesn't actually use it as a point of interest, so I'm not really 100% sure. We're going to try that. Snaptain Air. So this is an entirely different Snaptain application. I don't know why. When you go on, if you do buy one of these Snaptain drones, if you go on to like, I have an Apple product, so if you go onto their app store, there's a bunch of different Snaptain apps for each one of their drones, and it's like super weird to me. I don't know. I'm assuming that it doesn't look like there's anywhere to put an SD card. So I'm assuming any of the footage or pictures is going to go straight onto your phone. My other Snaptain drone that I had, that one would take photos and videos and they would store them onto your phone. But after, like if you had an SD card in there, it would also write them to the SD card, and then depending on, you know, the SD card would be 2.7K video, and then the stuff that would get onto your phone is, those would be like 1080p. And then the photos were both the same. They were both like 5 megapixels. So there is gesture for photo and video. There is also voice control. You can take off, land, go forward, back, left, and right. VR device not included is required. So there's also VR mode on here if you want to fly with goggles. There's also trajectory flight. And then that's pretty much it. So nothing super fancy. All right, let's see here. Specifications. Operate the drone between 32 and 104 degrees. This is 2.4 gigahertz, so I think you might be able to get a little bit better range out of this drone. It's kind of small, so I don't necessarily think that you would want to fly it like super far, but there's no flight information. Like, it doesn't tell you how long the batteries last. And then also there's some stuff in here. So like, they tell you that if you have an unstable flight, to make sure that the arms and propellers are all like propped out. And then if that doesn't work, you have to change out the blades or the propellers, which is kind of weird. So this also is not a GPS drone. So probably don't want to fly this outside too much. It is under 250 grams, so you don't have to worry about registering it. You could probably fly this inside pretty easily. All right, so there's really nothing much else in here that we really need to go over. Kind of like the last one I did. I think I went too far into that whole like reading the instruction manual, and then they give you a like packaging list with like a quick start guide. So pretty much everything that I kind of just went over in the regular, but just on a smaller pamphlet. Here we go. Charging time is 45 minutes. Flight time is 7 minutes. Maximum flight relative height is 15 meters. So 15 meters is like 75 or 80 feet, I think. Let me just double check this real quick. .2126. So it'll only allow you to go 50 feet. Control range is 80 meters or less. FPV range is 25 meters. Flight time 7 minutes. Shoots in JPEG and MP4. Storage is saved to your mobile device. For the mobile app, you need Android 4.4 or later and ISO 9.0 or later. And that is pretty much it. This was actually, I kind of felt like maybe I went too far in depth with the unboxing on the other one, but this one was a little bit more straightforward, I think. I was kind of expecting this to be a little bit bigger, so we're gonna go ahead and charge up these batteries and play with this a little bit tomorrow. But other than that, as far as that goes, I mean, you could definitely fly this in your house, I think, pretty easily. It's not GPS guided, so you don't really have to worry about it too much. This isn't like an FPV drone, so I wouldn't imagine that you would really have any issues where you're gonna like FPV this into the side of a wall or something. So, and then basically, the charger just goes into the bottom here. And then it charges up. If it's like red, it's charging. If it's green, it's good to go, type of thing. I'll have to put some batteries in this. This one, I kind of feel that the remote on this is maybe actually a little bit better than the other Snaptain drone that I reviewed. Especially for like the phone holder. I feel that like I can do this with it. Like, my phone is in there. Like, I'm obviously not trying to like, but I mean, it's staying in and it's not falling out. The other one was not this good. The build quality is still like, it's cheap and plasticky. Like if you went to, I'm gonna say like a dollar store and found like a cheap little remote control car, that's kind of what this would feel like. It's not made out of a whole lot of anything. Feels pretty light in the hands. It is reminiscent, like I said, of like a 360 controller. So other than that, I mean, there's really not much else. That's pretty much it. Nothing really crazy on this guy. So yeah, this is the unboxing of the Snaptain A10 mini foldable drone. We're going to do a couple of like test flights with this guy, and then we're gonna do a review on it and give it away. Because that is what I'm trying to do on this channel. I would like to do more giveaways and stuff because, I mean, I have close to 700 followers or subscribers on YouTube right now, which I think is pretty top notch. I didn't ever think that I would get this far, but it did. And so like, I mean, I definitely would like to be able to give stuff like this away. I mean, this is kind of cheap, so like I bought it with my own money. But as far as like I just don't want to be like a YouTuber that just does reviews and then like keeps the gear. Like, I mean, if somebody, like if a company gave me something to review and then they were like, we don't care what you do with it afterwards, I mean, I would just use it as a giveaway. And like, I kind of like how Dustin Dunhill kind of does some of that stuff too. Like, I feel that he does, he did like a lot of giveaways and stuff, which I always thought was kind of cool. I mean, obviously this was cheap enough to where I could purchase this and not really care about giving it to somebody. So, I mean, it is what it is, you know? I mean, I paid like 50 bucks, I think, for this thing. I mean, it wasn't super expensive, so I felt that just being able to, you know, do a review on this guy and then give it away to a lucky fan is pretty cool. I mean, you know, it is what it is, and I'm not trying to keep all this stuff. I mean, obviously not like this little cheap drone. Like, I really don't need this, and my main purpose for buying it was to do an unboxing review and then give it away. So that was it. If you guys like this video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up, give it a like. If you didn't like this video, also give it a thumbs up. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit all the buttons. I'm Jordan, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.